Peace, 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 peace. Peace, love, and light to all American Aborigines. It's your brother, Aboriginal Power. Got another fire show for you to get today. Some bonus information pertaining to Florida that I posted in the first bill. So I'm going to give it to you tonight. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's go.
It's Helly. I really been feeling. Yeah. Yeah. We gotta carry on. Like Mr. Caldwell saying, I know that faith is all we need. I hear them church bells ring. A lot of strange shit is going on inside of this train. Programs is being ran and shit is one and the same. When your thought pattern is different, they look at you strange. The same ones you used to see me with, now we get strange. Cause now my mission different. It's some shit I gotta attain. As I go inside my mother's womb, my soul was ordained. I battle alone. The war zone is Babylon. My one task is to bring the flock and the cattle along. Trying to change the vibration while niggas they Babylon. Now focused on getting my money tower Babylon. My catalog is self-subscribed. I'm staying strong. I know my destination. I travel, don't know the roads. Don't give a fuck about this status and status quo's. Combative is data low. Cannot compute with this blockchain. I'm pinging off of towers. Can't triangulate my pen game. I'm off the grid. The lyrical EMP. They try to follow down a rabbit hole that's filled with TNT. The last of a dying breed, just aim fire and squeeze at demonic chapters. I know the sigil on his sleeve.
And crush the regalia, shining like diamonds to the sea. I'll show you Wonderland. It's up to you if you believe. The son of the matrix, shining like nothing you conceive. A bomb with a pen, removing nothing's gonna leave. Alarmed by the wind, we smell percussion in the breeze. The drummer go in and leave nothing but the leaves. A nod and a grin, be the last thing you ever see. And the problem with him lead to a problem with a den. A lion sit down from Zion, bringing drama to your kin. I promise I'm like Obama or Osama. It depends on how God order my steps. When you stepping up to him, I'm different. Can politic or demolish them, pick a fence and stay behind it. Cause the lions is out again.
Suave.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway. I got the pain inside of the V. I got the pain inside of the V. Yeah. Yeah. All this pain inside of my heart. I got a flame on top of my heart. I got the streets inside of my veins. And I took heed when niggas was told. All this pain inside of my heart. I got a flame on top of my heart. I got the streets inside of my... All this pain inside of my heart. I got a flame on top of my heart. I got the streets inside of my veins. And I took heed when niggas was told. All this pain inside of my heart. I got a flame on top of my heart. I got the streets inside of my veins. And I took heed when niggas was told. I got the pain inside of the vault. I got the pain inside of the vault. I got the pain inside of the vault. Next to the racks, I never be bold. I got the pain inside of the vault. I got the pain inside of the vault. I got the pain inside of the vault. Next to the racks, I never be bold. I'm with the gang, the fuck it they told. You get changed for mention my name. And I be the flame when shit get dope. You seen the struggle with torn apart. How to obtain and how to maintain is part of the game that never was told. Part of the game that never was free. Learning this life, you paying the price. No matter your choice, you paying the fee. Now I'm the nigga they paying to see. Now I'm the nigga they paying the fee. Keep it shit humble but stay in the beast. Ain't no place to play in the streets. Ain't no place for playing it safe. Only rewards for keeping it G. I got the pain inside of the V. All this pain inside of my heart. I got a flame on top of my heart. I got the streets inside of my veins. And I took heed when niggas was told. All this pain inside of my heart. I got a flame on top of my heart. I got the streets inside of my veins. And I took heed when niggas was told. I got the pain inside of the vault. I got the pain inside of the vault. I got the pain inside of the vault. Next to the Rex, I never be bold. I got the pain inside of the vault. I got the pain inside of the vault. I got the pain inside of the vault. Next to the Rex, I never be bold. I got the pain inside of the V. 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 I got the pain inside of the vault. I got the pain inside of the vault. I got the pain inside of the V. it takes. The Hollywood.
Work is on its way, boy.
Chief, you gotta come on and talk about it. Talk about it, Chief.
I sold my heart right to the streets and I can't play with that. This shit that I did for the streets, I'm not gonna talk about that. I bought my youngins a new 40, told them play with that. So when them niggas spin the black, how you gon' play with that? Got a 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new 5 in the streets. Lay it down on the back blocks so that I died in the streets. 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new 5 in the streets. Laying down on the back blocks so that I died in the streets. Bodies on my conscience, and I won't let it. Paranoia taking over, I won't let it. Out your right mind, you won't sober. Know the streets took a toll on you, but you a soldier. This shit I've seen too many times before. Drugs taking over, they won't let them go. They make a wrong move, fuck it, we gon' let it blow. He just let me know that niggas' minds ain't right. Only killing for protection. My young niggas got obsessions. For that clout, they gon' press him. Consumed by the hate, another snake that's gon' bless him. He's supposed to be your brother, but he's screaming out that slime shit. Got a blood oath with my family, that's my tie. Y'all put your faith in me, and now we got it, we gon' all shine. And that's my word to the streets. 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 That's my word, yeah. I sold my heart right to the streets and I can't play with that. This shit that I did for the streets, I'm not gonna talk about that. I bought my youngins a new 40, told them play with that. So when them niggas spin the black, how you gon' play with that? Got a 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new 5 in the streets. Lay it down on the back blocks so that I died in the streets. 4-5 with a new drum, but a new 5 in the streets. Man down on the back blocks that I've died in the streets.
Father God, first I ask for forgiveness. I ask that you look past our times that we have fell short. Father God, for our ones who do not know your love, Father God, I know that is my purpose to be a lighthouse in your grace. Wherever you lead my steps, whatever obstacle or hardships to come, I pray that you give us strength in the face of the enemy. Father God, thank you for listening to my soul. Amen.
I sold my heart right to the streets and I can't play with that. This shit that I did for the streets, I'm not gonna talk about that. I bought my youngins a new 40, told them play with that. So when them niggas spin the black, how you gon' play with that? Got a 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new 5 in the streets. Man down on the back blocks that I've died in the streets. 4-5 with a new drum, bought a new 5 in the streets. Man down on the back blocks that I've died in the streets.
Whatever it takes. It's heli. I seek no rewards. Look.
Pressures of being great. I'm tatted with scars, I feel the look from their eyes, I know they gazing from far. Overcoming my fears, I never wanted this life, been giving them pain. Know my soul, been paying the price, give fuck about the ice. Really, I just give on my life, been thinking too much. Inside my head, I'm living it twice, been feeling convicted. Every time I step on this mic, my art form, it come from God. This ain't no gimmick, my nigga, the vision really is vivid. See my canvas and shiver. Every time I'm here to deliver. My ex bitch, she ain't believing, now she crying me rivers. She got a heavy heart, but ain't no time for reminiscing. Guard my energy, won't turn me to a victim. Believed in my potential, fuck what you projecting. I make you see my words, like this is a projection. I pray to God to calm my soul, yes I need some protection. Ain't busted down my watch, ain't busted down my change. Got everything to lose, got everything to gain. Yeah, my soul tied to this shit. And I told the opposition that I'll die for this shit. It's you versus you. Never let this fucking world ever tell you who the fuck that you supposed to be. It's you versus you. Never let them tell you who you are. Define yourself, nigga. Focus on your dreams. It's you versus you. Never let this fucking world ever tell you who the fuck that you supposed to be. It's you versus you. Never let them tell you who you are. Define yourself, nigga. Focus on your dreams. It's you versus you. It's you versus you. In composition with myself, the hardest battle of all. And when you look inside that mirror, are you seeing your flaws? I became a man and my dad was never involved. But all these people trying to be the same, it's hard to evolve. Gave birth to a poet. Really, I just write what I saw. And all them days alone writing, it was just me and God trying to find my purpose. I needed a sign. Many days I was lost, I was trapped in a bind. The type of fear that I felt, you can feel in your spine. It's me versus me. I knew that I was different from niggas. I talk my shit. And really, I be shitting on niggas. I'm staying humble. Yeah, I'm staying humble. Ain't busted down my watch, ain't busted down my chains. Got everything to lose, got everything to gain. Yeah, my soul tied to this shit. And I told the opposition that I'll die for this shit. It's you versus you. Never let this fucking world ever tell you who the fuck that you supposed to be. It's you versus you. Never let them tell you who you are. Define yourself, nigga. Focus on your dreams. It's you versus you. Never let this fucking world ever tell you who the fuck that you supposed to be. It's you versus you. Never let them tell you who you are. Define yourself, nigga. Focus on your dreams. It's you versus you.
Don't let this fucking place define you.
It's you versus you.
At the end of the day, you gotta look at it. Who are
It's
you?
you versus you.
What do you do this for? They're always gonna tell you what you're supposed to do, but at the end of the day, walking God's plan.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man. It's your brother Aboriginal Power, man. We back to back with a double header, man. We back to back with it with a double header, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and support the channel, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, support the channel. Y'all know it's tradition to light up a backwood as soon as we start the show. See, my brother already put it in the chat. It's already traditional for y'all. It's tradition for y'all to put in the chat what city, what state, and what you smoking on. Shout out to Gary Carter. He said he on Blackberry Runts. Shout out to my brother. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like they're tweaking with my algorithms tonight. So I don't know if I want to waste this build. But this is some throwaway shit that I got. Not no throwaway, but it's some bonus information that I was supposed to get to during the first Florida bill, but didn't make it around to getting to. So instead of just harnessing and holding it, I figured I'd give it to you as in a bonus information pertaining to a few other things as well. Shout out to everybody in the building. Before I get into the information, I want to say shout out to you motherfuckers. Shout out to the realest N-words alive. Shout out to the realest N-words alive, man. You already know what's going on, man. Chief, hit the link, man. The link is in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I wish everybody a great evening. Hopefully everybody's enjoying themselves, made it in safe, or on their way in the house safe, or out traveling safe. Whomever and whatever it is, make sure you be safe, be aware, stay vigilant, stay dangerous. It's your brother Aboriginal Power, and we starting the night show off. Hey, shout out to Darius McNear. Shout out to Truth Master Dre, J-Rock, my brother Supreme Chief Holiday, Dre Cobb's Music, T-Rock, my brother T-Rock. What's up with it, Brody? Just got off the phone with your ass. Day Senior, Kato Morrison, Big Dog Philly OG, Wood, Bronze Flat Power, Manta Musa. Who else we got up in here? We got Manta Musa, Gary Carter, Wood, C. Roberts, and Melanie Gifted. Shout out to you guys in the building. Hopefully y'all feeling great. Hopefully y'all are feeling fantastic. Daytona in the building. Mike Pinterest, what's going on, brother? I fuck with that track I sent you, Brody. I fuck with that track. You fuck with that track I sent you? I didn't get it, Melanie Gifted. If you can send it to me right now and put attention or something, because I get a lot of emails and it's hard, and I often sometimes it's easy for me to overlook things, especially with the overwhelming YouTube notifications, the overwhelming notifications from everything that's hooked up to this particular email. It gets overwhelming sometimes. I do apologize, but brother, if you please send it to me again, just put big bold letters attention, and I will save that for you. I appreciate that. December's own in the building, Constant Drip in the building. Good to see you in the building. Hopefully everybody's in vibrations and frequencies is right. Shout out to all the fallen soldiers that has died in the name of trying to spread awareness to who we are and get liberation for our people. So I'm gonna light a wood up in honor of everyone's fallen ancestors. This is our ancestral land, and what's more to connect with the ethers than lighting up some of this good herb that connects you with the ethers grown on this ancestral land. Shout out to everybody in the building. I got my brother Supreme Chief Holiday on here with us. Shout out to Chiquita in the building. What's going on, Chiquita?
Back.
What's
Peace
going
of God,
on?
man. Hey, man. War and power to all American Aborigines. It's the GOAT. Just chilling, man. Just, been hearing a lot of chatter out here. Yeah, been hearing a lot of little chatter out here, man. So I just want to come through. Definitely is, it's definitely going to be a dope build. Get into some information, man. That's what it's really about. But it's also about the awakening and social political, gaining social political economic power, right? That's what it's about. And fighting against the propaganda and all the miseducation and all those other things, you know what I mean? And building our own institutions. And I think, well, I absolutely know that's what we're doing. We're building our own institution. You know what I mean? And I think we have to expect, you guys, we can't take it as with a grain of salt, that we are the intellectia, what do they call it? Intelligentsia. The most effective, right?
Right.
Think tank group out there, period. Right? It's a lot of Johnny come latelys, a lot of surfboarders. They try to mix it and do it, dilute it and all the things, So we have to expect that they're sending, and we say the powers that be will send in agents. We have to know that, y'all. Like, y'all can't act like this is not a thing, especially for all the stuff that we're exposing that has been covered up, and it took billions of dollars to cover this up. A lot of dead people that we stand on the shoulders of, right? We show irrefutable scientific evidence. We show all these things, bro. And still people have this cognitive dissonance. You know what I mean? So I absolutely know that it's planned. At this point, it's planned. Nobody can say they don't know. At this point, it's planned. Especially if you make it your business every day to disrupt the rise of the American Aborigine. You are the enemy.
And I'm glad you said that, Chief, because now I'm starting to figure out, and I've been seeing the chatter, and we had a debacle over this last few days, and for people just to come to try to tear down what we laid the blueprint down, to show how old our ancestors have been here, to show the pyramids and what they wrote on there. For someone to come and say that, oh no, these are new, or white people made these in 1920, is only a spit in the face of our ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to uphold truth and tranquility when it comes to our ancestors. Nobody's safe.
Mm-mm.
In this war.
So Daniel's son must have heard about the no jumper situation, right? So he clout chasing. American Indian Truth put up a clip when debate over on Bro Sanchez, and the after debate, I was trying to kill Bro Sanchez. I was so mad because he just tanked the torpedo the debate. He shouldn't have been debating in the first place. You were out of your league, sir. First off. Right. So I still owe him an ass whooping. Every time I try to get a hold of Sanchez, I try to rip a limb off his ass. Every time. Big Dog was on Big Dogs the other day. He know he can't fuck with me. So when you're talking about craniometry and stuff like that, he need to sit his weird ass down talking about decomposition. I will murder you. So you don't want that smoke, so you need to shut up. Real talk. That's real time. I will murder you when it comes to decomposition of bones, sir. I don't even know why you be talking. Now back to Danielson. He popped this goofy ass up as if he didn't know you was debating Sanchez. But that's kind of weird. Am I right?
Right.
Was I the moderator? Was I supposed to be the moderator?
I think you was, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I was a moderator. Oh, my bad. Okay. I was a moderator.
You were supposed to be the moderator.
Oh, my bad. I did 15 hours on Sanchez in 2021 before that debacle of Danielson. And you saw how he just stuffed Danielson's pecker in his whole Sanchez uses a whole nut rider. And they started wanting to see my face. And I still don't understand why two men want to see another man's face. You know what I'm talking about? Me and Sanchez was in the same city at the time. I'm always outside. He's never outside. He's never came outside. I don't know if any of you guys ever met any of these guys. A lot of you guys that's listening right now met me before. And you're probably going to still see me because I'm outside. I'm going to be in the city near you. And you'll be able to smell my Versace and my Kush. And you'll see the seriousness in these eyes. I ain't for no facial recognition. I ain't for no niggas in my fucking face, you fucking faggots. I'm standing on it. I'm gonna stand on it. I'm trying not to turn up, bro, because you know these niggas ain't on my level. But if you want to debate me on no jumper, set it up, Danielson, and I will murder you.
You get the no jumper, there's certain shots that got to be thrown that's going to get amplified. You know, I'm just telling you, brother. You see what I'm saying?
I'm killing everything moving.
We gotta learn how to be.
I want Umar. I want Vlad. I want anything moving. Land, sea, air, apex predator. Nobody safe. And I feel I'm the best, and that's why I'm the greatest of all time.
I am the
nobody
best.
Can do it better.
Like this, literally.
Never is in my group. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, Ab, huh?
Hey, I am the boat, man. The best of all times, man.
That's right. Hey, that's right. Only people I want to debate is my brothers, man. Everybody else is food. So I'll let y'all know. So watch your mouth. And once again, oh, another thing he said in that thing, through my government out there. Y'all just know I don't like Dante. It's just I hate that name. And for another man to say it, it's just really
I don't like my name
Denzel.
I don't like Denzel.
You know what I mean? Like he just be like Denzel and Dante. Our mamas don't even call us that, you whore. Hey, you niggas will do anything for clout. Well, come on over. If y'all see, come on. See, y'all do something for clout, but I'm gonna end your career with clout. I promise you. If you bring your goofy ass fucking with me, dude, I'm gonna fuck you up, dog. Matter of fact, I'm doing it anyway because you shouldn't have made the video. Shouldn't fuck any of you niggas running y'all mouth running videos. You ain't safe, bro. I promise you, your information ain't safe. And my channel will be backing up in a couple of days. But it's be like, yo, you ain't got that many subscribers. I have real subscribers. Oh, my bad. Oh, okay. We got real ones. We got real people.
Niggas be playing that.
We got real building over here. And once again, I always say,
these whole ass niggas always play that subscriber game.
No, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We know he's always. I was predictable. I didn't think it was gonna take this long. I thought it was gonna be like the next day or some shit. As soon as he heard it, like, you know what I mean. But I didn't know it was gonna take this long. But it's fine. I want what you want. I want all the smoke, sir. But I'm murdering anything moving, dog. And I'm just letting y'all know I'm not fucking around no more. I'm not playing with nobody. When it comes to this information, y'all not safe. Black African slave is no fly zone in America. My bad. And you pale skins aren't white. You're pale Slavonic people. And any of you niggas that keep trying to get in the way of fighting, you know what I'm saying? I'm way more than raising an eyebrow to you niggas at this point. If you don't understand that we've always need to exert manhood in the eyes of our women.
In front of a warrior while he's about to go take care of business is totally absurd. You understand what I'm saying? Seriously. You allow no nigga to do. You get in front of my way while I'm going in one of these motherfuckers. I'm going to smoke you. Respectfully, intellectually. You understand me?
Say, man. Right. That's what we're saying. We're just talking respectfully, intellectually. But, bro, like we can't show I heard Flacco call it bootlicking. He said, don't. He told. I seen the clip. He was like, "Yo, told Adam, don't make them bootlick in the public. Make them bootlick in the private." I'm just saying, bro. No bootlicking allowed, fam.
Listen,
Especially motherfuckers
no
not.
jumper
I
ass
mean, at
ain't
least
even
Adam is
safe.
paying them niggas
No
bills
jumper
and
ain't even
cutting the
safe
check for
about
these
being on
fools.
that. But
Some of you
here's
niggas
the
is mesmerized, and I'm not having it.
listen, no jumper ass ain't even
Ain't
safe.
nobody safe. You know what I'm saying?
None of you niggas.
Nobody safe. I told you I'm on
Especially you
Vlad.
white boys that be
So
acting
I ain't
like
just calling out brothers, and, you know,
go ahead, my
but
bad. I'm not gonna do that.
Charleston, whoever wants to smoke. But I don't think Charleston can go on no jumper. I don't think he'd better go in there. But I debate him as well about something.
I want
Yeah.
all smoke. I want all them dweebs on Killer
I want
Priest.
Danielson first though, because he said, hey, he said that I changed my name to Chief Holiday when I met him. Is that? I wasn't Chief Holiday on the radio before there was a YouTube, right? I wasn't doing none of that. I wasn't doing on Chiefs. I ain't been doing this 30 plus. Sir, I will smoke you
He must
in
not
my
know about
sleep.
Uber. He
I
must
would
not know
never
about
have to do
Uber.
research. I mean, bro, like I've been doing this a long time. It's too many witnesses for this, for the blatant lies and all this other stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, fam, whatever. Hey, that's just crazy to me. But the fact that you just reminded me of the disrespect that happened, and I'm on your ass. I'm not worried about that. I'm not. I don't even care. I don't even care if you don't debate, because I'm gonna call you out. Because I dare you to come outside. I dare you. I dare you. I will come wherever you're at to debate you. Well, I want to debate you on no jumper. Let's go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and do that for the culture. Whatever you want to debate, wherever you think you can beat me in, whatever you think I haven't taught you, because everything that comes out of my food comes from a source. I'm the source. You niggas is what it is. I know niggas be mad about that. Well, debate it then. Debate what you think you know. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Whether it's Harriet Tubman, some more shit that was stolen. I can go on and on and on and on, but I have receipts. Nat Turner, you was at that debate with Garfield. What happened, Garfield, with that debate? He was at that debate.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So like, yeah, like it's a lot of revisionist history out here. You know what I mean? And I just feel like if I've been disrespected in the public, I should get these apologies in the public. Like I said, y'all owe me apologies. That's it. I need some apologies, and I'm gonna need some motherfucking respect. Put on the God's name. That's it. That's all y'all gonna have to do. Omega Supreme, go God. Let's get it. If you froggish, leap. But Danielson, I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Real talk. That's just what's up. Be just all this talking, all this clowning, all this talking. Nah, come on. Let's get it. We can talk about them ocean gyros. We can talk about all the lies that you've been telling all this time. So we're gonna expose all that. Y'all know I expose motherfuckers. So niggas be talking, okay, come on. Now I'm gonna debunk you. I'm gonna expose you and embarrass you. Don't ever fucking get in the ring with me. I'm gonna embarrass you. It's for the world. Anybody, I swear to God, I don't even think they're gonna be able to find nobody to debate me. They be talking all this shit. Find somebody. I dare you. But Danielson, you popped out. Y'all shouldn't put that video. I promise you shouldn't put that video, bro. Because I was kind of like, wasn't even paying you no attention because you're not in my weight class, little boy. You not. But since you don't put that video out, bro, I'm on your ass, man. I don't do those old pause and all that shit because I don't worry about all that, you fools. I'm biting your neck off. Every time I see you anywhere, nigga, I'm fucking you up. Matter of fact, I might even start looking at your information and start debunking that shit. Real talk. So don't be crying, talking about somebody got your name in the titles. None. I'm doing all that. I'm gonna pull up that Judge Joe Brown video again.
Can you play the video, Chief? Can you send it to me? Can we play the video?
You can pull it up. Oh yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, no. We're gonna talk about it. This is shit crazy. It's weird. See a nigga face. Deflecting from information. Niggas don't want to talk about information, want to talk about everything else but information. No. Let's talk about information. Because your characters, your moral fabric and everything you niggas moving, your niggas track records ain't good. Niggas got all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see no more gangster shit on my shit, honorable shit, not no shit that you niggas got on y'all shit. So please don't go there. So y'all better keep this shit on the internet about some what's called. And if none of this work out, if your mouth and all this whatever, you can't get it together, nigga, get the fucking gloves, fat boy. Or any of you niggas don't to say in my fucking mouth, get the fucking gloves. That's all you gotta do. All that talking right there, that's talk. These niggas be talking, y'all. Fuck all that talking. If you ain't doing something, why the fuck is you worried about somebody else doing something? That is crazy to me, bro. I don't worry about other men. Real talk, bro. Boy, y'all niggas is crazy. This shit weird to me. When you weirdos be following weird ass niggas, bro. Like if it don't fly to you, just keep it pushing. But you niggas be following some weird motherfuckers, bro. Real talk. Be supporting weird shit. And motherfuckers ain't gave shit back to the people. Millionaire. Prove it. Prove it. Prove you worth more than me, nigga. Let's do that. How about that? How about that? Fuck you mean? Show me, nigga. I can show you. Show me. Niggas be talking, man. I don't like all that, bro. Like I said, I'm about to show you this damn video. But this shit doesn't, I'm like, for real, like, bro, like, you serious right now? And that, watch how Sanchez was gobbling. Sanchez, you gonna pay for this too, boy. Real talk. Fuck you too, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You got me hot all over. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put in the black chat.
Yeah, man, I feel you, bro. Niggas gotta start putting some respect on this shit, bro. Straight up. Especially when you wasn't around doing this shit. You was around being a dweeb on a bus. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was being a dweeb on a bus somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't even about to do all that. On some real shit, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building right now, man.
It's in the back chat, man.
All right, let me play the video.
Yeah, man. Don't throw rocks and hide your hand.
Who are you talking to?
Hey, what you talking about?
You know, you need to
son.
you address me by my name. Like, we not gonna get disrespectful. If you gonna get this, you still gonna be in that place.
Hey, so
you cut your camera and free.
No.
I said, cut your camera on. Let me see what you look like.
Hey, Dane Calloway. Hey, Dane Calloway. It's a movie out there called A Man Without a Face. Real time.
Hey, so
That's what he is.
Get a man's face. Okay, so what about
don't besides that. Don't brush it off. Put your camera on right now.
I got you.
Put your camera on right now. I would
bro,
defend that
this is
person
all
and put their
deflection.
camera on.
We want to make sure you black, brother, and you copper color.
Why you keep running from that? Why you keep running from that? You suspect, bro.
What you mean?
Suspect, bro.
Hold on.
Nobody want to debate me, for real.
Let's debate culture. Let's debate whatever the fuck you want to debate. Right?
Pause for a second, real fast. Daniel, son, you have a gay face, sir. You should turn your camera off, bitch. That's a gay ass face. So why are you asking another man to see his face? What is the purpose of this thing? Danielson, what is the purpose of this? I really need to know. Why would another man want to see another man? Because I don't want to see your face right now. I think you should tuck your face in, sir. I'm just telling y'all, bro. Like you have a gay face. So I would turn the camera off if I was you, sir. And I'm outside, so if y'all want to see me, y'all got to pay to see me. Fuck all that. Stay out my fucking face, you faggots. That's all y'all got to do. Get your bitch. That's all you got to do. So I'm going to tell him, stop asking to see my face. Bring your woman on here, if you got one. That's all I got to tell y'all, bro. I'm just going to keep saying that. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. So y'all keep asking me to see my face, but I'm going to tell you, go get your bitch. And I'll show her my face. And other things. So you don't want that. So stay out my face. I'm outside. I'm booked all summer. I'm booked all year. So just remember that. I'm outside. People can touch me. People can call me. People can rely on me. We're creating jobs and opportunities. What have you done? That's a simple question. What have you given back, Danielson? Y'all gonna learn not to put my name in your dick suckers. You're gonna learn it. I promise you're gonna learn it. Y'all all learn to keep my name out your dick sucker. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna bang every motherfucking day till I get my motherfucking respect. So that's what you're gonna do. Let's go. Let's keep going. But this is embarrassing for this fucker right here.
Put your camera on. We can do it right now.
Nah. Why are you on here?
You know he's lying. You know he was not gonna debate me.
You stay
Fucking
the
lying.
whole time. You know
That's
what? You
another
really
reason I
want to
do.
beat
You know,
me.
a
That's
bitch
I'm
don't tell me nothing.
flattered, to be honest with you. I'm really
He's
flattered.
flattered. Who you telling
I mean,
another man you flattered?
this is hilarious to me. Like, you making me have a big smile on my face.
I never came
you
on the
one of
channel.
my
And I
children,
never asked him to
for
be on
real.
my channel.
Like,
Ever.
this is hilarious.
Okay, so
Ever.
he got to be one of your children,
Ever.
because all
He
these
is
niggas,
one of my
Look
children.
at
all these
Sanchez.
niggas don't say nothing but whine.
Matter of fact, I'll
They
debate
sound
both
like
you
children,
punks.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sanchez,
child.
watch your mouth.
No. You talk all this talk.
Real talk,
Let's
bro.
talk about information.
No, I mean, if you talk all this talk, why can't you
I
just
really
cut your
make you stay
camera on?
inside.
Hey,
Little
If
what
bitch.
you
does
want to
slavery mean in
debate me,
reverse?
cut your camera on right now.
Sanchez.
No jumper.
It's that simple.
What you want?
It's so simple though. I got one question
Since
for
you
Chief.
like clout,
Chief,
I want to
do you
murder
got-
you in the public, in the biggest platform you think you could be on, sir. I want to murder you. Sanchez, you know you don't want no smoke. Hey, Sanchez, just tell the people you will not debate me because I'm your teacher. I'm his teacher too. So he knows that, and he's just coming on here disrespecting. Everybody's lying to the people, and I think it's just very disrespectful, y'all. And that y'all believe these rats and everybody else. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all believe these niggas. It's disrespectful. Niggas be having all type of little personal little shit going on, and they just come on here lying to y'all, and y'all believe the bullshit. And I just think that's really, what have you given back to the people? It's the question. Don't tell us you went and bought paintings and information that we can't get because we haven't heard this magical information, sir. What have you given back to the people? This is a simple question. I'm going to keep asking this question. I challenge you to give back to the people. You've been around long enough. You're a millionaire. So you say, you lied about your subscribers. So I'm sure you lying about that too, sir. Prove it. He got the original. This nigga said he has the original Queen Khalifa picture. Cap. All you gotta do is turn your camera on to Queen Khalifa's picture. Stop looking at the man's face. Show us that. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like I just like y'all be eating so much dick. I don't understand. I don't understand. What have you given back to the people that's given so much to you? Don't ever compare yourself to me, son. Real talk. Don't do that, fam. Because I really want to fight right now. I really want to box. So fuck all this talking, nigga. I want to find you somewhere, nigga, and beat you the fuck up, my nigga. Real talk. You can talk all this shit. Okay. But I want to beat this nigga up, bro. I put that on my son. I put that on everything I love, bro. I want to beat you the fuck up, fam. Sanchez, I want to beat you up too just for talking the shit you talking, bro. I want to fight you right now. I want to beat you niggas up right now. I promise y'all. That's how fucked up I am right now. I want to fuck y'all up, bro. I don't even want to talk to them. I want to beat you up.
Don't let these brothers get you, man.
I don't even want to get no money with this bitch. I want to beat you up, dog. Real talk. And we get somewhere. I tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Hey, Al. And we get somewhere in front of each other, I'm gonna beat him up. Fuck some debate. I dare you to get in front of me, sir. I'm gonna beat you up for the disrespect, for the lies, the cheating.
Beat him up on no jumper, bro.
I'm beat him. I promise you. I'm just letting y'all know. Don't be surprised. The chair come across the room. Something. Ain't no beat. I'll be by myself. I'll be deep. I'll be by myself.
How you put his hair in a pony? Why you do that? That's weird.
I don't even know, man. This ain't the clout you want, sir. You done fucked up. Don't fuck with me, fam. Man, I'm your teacher. So don't do it. Anybody?
You told my good.
Out that. Let's get it.
Come on, man. Dante. It's over, Dante.
I got you.
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. It's over, Dante. You can't say nothing else to me no more. Stop trying to hold your shit back. If you ain't no agent, you supposed to be out in the field. You see, me and Sanchez on the front line. On the front line, we put our governments out there. We ain't got shit to hide. You got shit to hide, don't you?
Hey, bro, don't nobody know Brother Sanchez in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Man, what that mean?
But the people that he arrested and helped track
So
down.
you scared to show your
Don't
face?
fuck with me, dog. I'm outside, bro. A motherfucking real legend. Before there was a YouTube, my nigga. So, I do that. I'm not that, son. So like I said, nobody know Brother Sanchez or Danielson outside. I'm outside. I'm not an internet nigga. I don't need internet. I heard some niggas was talking some 90-day shit, whatever. Y'all wouldn't have no content if I was gone for 90 days. Y'all remember I was gone for 6 months? I don't need YouTube. And I don't need you niggas. But Danielson, you gonna put some fucking respect on my name. You gonna wish you never ever put this video out, boy. I promise you. You wish you never did it. Cause I'm gonna call you out every day. I'm on your ass every day, bro. And I know you're not gonna come with the challenge. I know you're not gonna do it. So you capping right now. So don't cap, fam. Don't do that. For the cameras, you niggas be doing all this extra shit. Bring it. That's all you gotta do. If it ain't nothing in there for me, I ain't gonna pay you no attention. But you ready for that? Let's get it. Let's set it up. I set it up for you, sir. You can't do shit for me. But I want a box. Bro. If we can do that, I think that'd be even better.
Look, if you honorable, put your face.
I want a box.
Contradicting yourself. Put your face on camera.
If I'm honorable, you will fight me.
Listen, church.
If you honorable, you will fight me,
this
sir.
again, so you can understand.
Real talk.
Nah, man. Come on, man. No. It's over with, bro. Checkmate.
We'll be doing. We can do all the face.
You're not even on my caliber, bro. You're not even in my league right now, bro.
Hey, listen, there's people out here that know me.
I face my opponent face to face, Dante. Okay. No, it's D-O-N-T-E. D-O-N-T-E, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man. Now put your face on camera. It's that easy. It's that easy. Get into some light. Go into that hotel bathroom.
Hey, Chief. Hey,
you too easy. You know you my son. You still trying to be me. Come on, bro.
Still funny.
It's taking you 5 years and you still ain't hit 10,000 subscribers yet.
Brother Finest, no, nobody's beefing, brother. Excuse me.
Yeah, beef ain't never over me. You niggas start beefing me, I don't give a fuck, nigga. It's never over. So just remember that. It's never over.
Love for everybody in the world. I got love for everybody.
I was favors.
Did I ever?
You know, I still got the emails, boy. Stop playing every single time from you.
Oh wow.
Yes, go ahead and lie right now. You live right now. Don't lie, nigga. Come on, bruh. You too small for me, bruh. Put the weed down, Dante. You talking to a real man. Put the weed down, man.
I want to meet. I want to
see my opponent
face to face.
Show yourself right now.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now.
Pull up on me then.
Wait,
information is public, nigga.
Wait a minute.
No. I ain't even.
A man who won't even take 1 second to hit the video camera button can't tell me he's finna get in his car and do no pulling up. Unbelievable. I won't believe it 1 second. You won't even show your.
I want to say, no, this is not a beef. This is very old. This is almost a year old. There's no beef. Peace and love to everybody in the chat. There's no hate.
Nah, they just posted an hour ago, though.
Yeah, so this was just posted on somebody's channel an hour ago. So I was just playing the video. That's all. There's no beef. We actually have a video that we have lined up for tonight, actually. So shout out to everybody in the building that came for the actual build. We're about to get into it in a second as well.
Yeah, you might want to get back to that.
Yeah, we're going to get there in a second. That was just a public announcement.
Nowhere fast.
Yeah,
hey, but let's do this right here. I know who we've been dropping information for years. Been groundbreaking things, you know, niggas, so they can steal information and write books on white slavery. If anybody's ever like talking, like, come on, y'all, like, please don't. Like, it's just certain shit that's cap.
I heard my voice too, bro.
That's cap. What'd he say?
I don't like listening. He said, Rocky Gilmore said, I will get on the panel, but I don't like to hear my voice. I don't like to hear my shit neither. So I don't even listen to my playbacks for the most part. Every now and then I go back.
Yeah, we gotta play that song. Okay, I got it. We're gonna play that too tonight. I'm gonna send it to you, AB.
For sure.
But I mean, but see, this is what I could do that a lot of these dudes that be around here telling y'all they can't do. They can't come give you no information on nothing without reading out of a book. No, bro, it's too much capping going on around here, y'all. Like, we gotta stop the bullshit. Like, come on now. Like, all you gotta do is ask somebody just a few questions. If you wrote a book or you've done a video about something, whatever, you should be able to elaborate on the things that you're saying that you're doing.
Correct.
And if you're saying stuff wrong and people are addressing you, or you're out here confusing the people, I think you need to be addressed. And I think people should be held accountable for the things that's come out their mouth. Once again, have we caught crisis actresses, aka operatives? And we caught people, we know that there's people sowing seeds of dissension behind the scenes. We know that to be a fact. If somebody says something to you about that I said about you, call my phone, please. I don't care if it's opposite sex of you, whatever, call my phone. Matter of fact, throw my number away. Because you should know better. Because if I got something to say about you, I'm calling your phone. And you ain't going to hear it from nobody else. So you should know that about yourself. You should ask them what's their motives. Some people are working overtime to destroy this community that they didn't build, that they are not contributing to. They're only taking. My question to Danielson, what have you given? What are you planning on giving to the people? simple. It's super simple.
Yeah, man. So shout out to everybody in the building, man. We're gonna take a quick little break, man. We're gonna get into some information. We're gonna come back with some of the bonus information that I have pertaining to Florida. Shout out to everybody in the building. We can get everybody to hit the like button, thumb up the video, support the channel. Support the channel. We have one of the brothers said they sent some music over earlier. One of the brothers said they sent something over. Let me see if we. Oh shit! It went to spam, brother Mother. Let's play some of this music and we'll be right back. On break, we'll be right back in just a second.
LC, 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 LC.
Shit, though. This bitch hard.
I ain't had nowhere to go. I was cold with no coat, and I was sleeping on the floor. Yeah, in that water when I'm boat. It's so hard to stay afloat. It's time to eat, hope I don't choke. Yeah, they say they love you, but they really don't. Got the will to say they will, but they really won't. 16 songs to break some bones, but this heart made it go. Seen too much evil in my people, I just won't be alone. See, I was first to get my land. Smiled when I was mad and gave it everything I had. See, me and Luck was playing tag. Then we started throwing jabs. He fucked around and put me on my ass. Yeah, chasing dreams with my eyes open. Giving out too many vibes and didn't know how to focus. How the hell you know this me and then you still don't notice this big ass hole in my heart? We quick to end at they beginning, niggas know not to start. Don't swing and slide down here, bitch, you know it's getting poured. You wanna see this firework, then I'ma let this bitch spoil. Yeah, these bars something like don't wanna see me get dark, and I can tell it be my dog. I want his as bald. Outside looking in, they'll never comprehend a nigga. I'm straight up solid, won't break or won't bend a nigga. Start getting busy, too much money I done spent a nigga. Everything's for a reason. Fuck. I had nowhere to go. I was cold with no coat, and I was sleeping on the floor. Yeah, in that water when I'm boat. It's so hard to stay afloat. It's time to eat, hope I don't choke. Yeah, they say they love you, but they really don't. Got the will to say they will, but they really won't. 16 stones to break some bones, but this heart made it go. Seen too much evil in my people, I just wanna be alone. Do too much damage, then you totally. No repairing total shit. Relationships, we know this shit. It get too hot, then blow the bitch. Around some hitters, throw the bitch. Grand slam, we sent them home. Get it in, get it gone. Life is short, all alone. So I'm trying to live it up. Down to the bone, hoping that we have a ball. So bounce to the song. Outside was stuck in with my homies, cause I did have a home. God called and I couldn't answer, cause I did have a phone. Some say that I'm tripping, but bitch, I'm 10 toes. Pretty soon you figure it out. What you in for? They say keep enemies closer than friends. What about my kinfolk? Pride told me don't trust nobody, no, not a damn soul. I can barely trust myself to make the right decision. I done lost so fucking much, I can't tell when I'm winning. But this light of mine, it shines through the darkest clouds. Can put some eyes on your lips, nigga, so I had nowhere to go. I was cold with no coat, and I was sleeping on the floor. Yeah, in that water when I'm boat. It's so hard to stay afloat. It's time to eat, hope I don't choke. Yeah, they say they love you, but they really don't. Got the will to say they will, but they really won't. 16 stones to break some bones, but this heart made it go. Seen too much evil.
Shout out to my brother Melanie Gifted, man. Good shit, man. I actually enjoyed that song. Good shit, man. Keep up the work, man. The shit fire. Keep doing what you doing, brother. Real talk. Keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you can hear my voice loud and clear, I need everybody in here to drop a fire emoji in the chat. We about to get into the Florida information, the Aboriginal history of Florida, bonus information.
Hold on, Ab.
We're going to be talking about shell mounds, connection, garden Eden, and more. So, yeah, man, tune in. What's going on, Chief? What's up with it, bro? What up, nigga?
You know, we got some Danielson. We got some Danielson
listen, we're not
lovers in the building, right?
Chief, we're only going to respond with love and hate. And when we're glad that they hold up that standard, and we have no shame in our game, brother. We have love for everyone.
Well, can I dedicate a song to everybody? Can I dedicate a song to Danielson and his supporters? It's in the back chat. Just before we get started, because this is for them. They need it. They need this. It's just a dedication to them. I'm dedicated to them.
Alrighty, Chief.
I got exposed though, right? That Dante. I'm exposed. Hey, Third Eye and other supporter, Miss Aboriginal Turtle. What about that?
So blue, it look like work so good, this
what
shit
about
gon'
that?
flip. Sauce so strong, this shit gon' drip.
Domestic violence charges. You worry about that. Don't worry about me.
All these bitches, nigga, all this ice. Everything on God drop, be pipe. Flex by what I made.
I'm just saying, this bitch exposed that.
Rose showers, I spray these bitches. Hate me, love me, don't make no difference. Backwood rolled up, nigga, I smoke. Trap girl with me everywhere I go. Cocaine flow, my shit so dope. All these D's wrap round my throat. TTG, I'm trained to go. Money over bitches, I don't love these hoes. I FDB, I fuck that bitch. CDC, cut that chick. No control, I don't play no game. Knock up SD, hold my name. Hold I said something out of your rain. Nigga Bruce Lee kick like a young Luke Kane, like yeah, hopping out the Rari. Kick it like karate. Mr. Miyagi. No one can stop me. Danielson. Mr. Miyagi. Kid hopping out the Rari. Kick it like karate. Mr. Miyagi. No one can stop me. Danielson. Corner stove, hustle, yeah, I work that stove. Got it at the pot, yeah, I work that stove. North Guard nigga, boy, I birthed that coast. Still in my style, can't work no more. Uptown nigga, boy, I made that swag. Mask up on you, come take that bag. Real true hustle, make that bag. Real street nigga, I don't play like that. All the way live, baby girl, I'm a real one. Let it go up on you, go OJ Simpson. I don't play with these niggas, better check my pen. Mexico flag, better check these trenches. Still like Gucci, all my children. Nigga ain't with it, be might well killing. Nigga ain't gang, I'm feeling. Cut a nigga hand off, bitch, keep stealing. You went in the whole shoe with me. Who taught that dog fooling me? I was in shootout after shootout with them niggas across the street. These niggas all off a beat. I made it all off a D. But till a nigga dead or they bust my head, we don't call off the beef. Kid hopping out the Rari. Kick it like karate. Mr. Miyagi. No one can stop me. Danielson. Yeah, hopping out the Rari. Kick it like karate. Mr. Miyagi. No one can stop me. Danielson.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Danielson.
You can't stop me, bro. I ain't cloud chasing. They following. They're coming for me, dog. So, Danielson, take the challenge, man. Take the challenge. That's all you gotta do, bro. You might ain't be able to make you a couple dollars. That's all you care about. Oh, but also, I just want everybody to know that Supreme Chief Holiday channel was flagged, right? When I played the Judge Joe Brown and Danielson when he ambushed Judge Joe Brown on Sister Bethy's channel. Y'all remember that? I had over 3,000 people live in the chat room. And at the time, it was going up. And I didn't buy them, by the way. I don't buy subscribers and views and things like that. It's all organics, off the muscle. But I got a witness to this, you know, that they asked, that this fat fuck asked them to flag my channel. From flagging my channel, right, which came back a week later because it wasn't really, and your channel got flagged too at the same time. Am I not correct? Am I correct, brother?
Yeah, I believe my channel did get struck too.
We were the only two people that got flagged. Everybody that was playing this video, right? But we were the only two people that got flagged. But I just want to inform everybody from me getting flagged, and I don't know if you lost your monetization for your channel, which I wasn't making that much money anyway, because it wasn't ever about money for me. But I lost my monetization off my channel. So when he's counting my pockets and worrying about harming another brother's channel, okay? We got to keep it real, y'all. I'm just going to keep this real. Can we keep it real? I would never do that. I would never be a hater and stop anybody's pockets, because I'm not watching them. So just a lot of dishonorable shit. And I just wanted everybody to know that because a lot of times y'all just be going off a lot of fake information, and y'all just be celebrity worshiping. And once again, address the domestic violence in 2021. Crickets, right? It's gonna be crickets. So y'all can't come for me. Don't come for me until y'all address that. Okay? I ain't around here talking about I'm holier than y'all and all that stuff, but I do protect our women and children. I don't whoop my women. So I just want y'all to know that we can keep it moving, and we ain't the same, bitch. So keep my name out y'all mouth, bro. And y'all fucked up. So if you come for me, I don't stop until it's over. Y'all done. So you should have never came for me, bro. Ever. And I don't respect nothing. I don't care about y'all views. I don't clout chase. Y'all just want to see me on the niggas' channels. I don't do none of that. With my brothers, I fuck with, that's it. I don't fuck with you weird ass niggas. So yeah, you clout chasing motherfuckers, come see me. Come see me over on No Jumper. Y'all so smart. Come on. Y'all want a platform to get burnt on, I'm gonna burn your ass down. So just remember that. That's the flip side of it. You're gonna get your clout, but you're gonna get fucked over. So I'm gonna fuck you over. So you be okay with that personal shit. You keep playing that personal shit. Y'all playing these games. Address the domestic violence. Address plagiarism case. I don't have those, and I've been doing this 30 years. Cause I'm original. I am content. I don't steal people's content. I don't buy views. I don't buy subscribers. It's the GOAT. That's what that is. It's the GOAT. And Danielson, I started this shit. So you ain't never came and did nothing. That's a whole lie. And everybody's enemies out there know that's a lie. So we're gonna stop that line right there. That we're gonna call it like it is. Like I said, nobody's gonna revise history. But you guys that are celebrity worshiping this guy so much, ask him what he's giving back to the people and address the domestic violence charge. That's all you gotta do. I wanted to see his wife just, make sure she was okay. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm looking out. Keep my name out your mouth, bro. It's not gonna be a good day for you because I don't have nothing to lose. You do.
It seems like he's trying to throw more shade and stop you from growing by stopping, maybe trying to get you from on no jump.
That's a lot of motherfuckers in this community. Y'all can't stop me. Bro, y'all can't stop me. Y'all don't do nothing but throw logs on this fucking fire, man. Y'all can't stop shit. Y'all stop some little shit. They hated on the Unity Fest. I ain't talking about a lot of this shit. Y'all don't say shit because I just be letting shit go. But yeah. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the Unity Fest? Oh, my bad. Don't fuck with me, bro. Y'all don't want this. And I got receipts. So everybody that got my name in y'all mouth, please watch. Tread lightly because I keep receipts. And I will fuck you over, though. So leave me alone. Don't do all that. That go for men and bitches. Watch y'all fucking mouth. Swear to God. Please, please, I'm begging y'all, please be cool because I didn't come here for that. I ain't come here for no personal shit. I ain't come here to fuck with nobody. I don't come here to get into y'all business. When you like, Dante, nigga, you act like you doing, nigga, I'm not a criminal. I don't have no warrants. Nigga, I don't have word about nothing you niggas talking. I'm a grown ass man, dog. You understand what I'm saying? Nigga, niggas I grew up with don't call me Dante. They be like, who's Dante? Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Holiday, nigga. Holiday. Ask about me, nigga. In Vegas, ask me about me, where I'm from, everywhere I've ever been, man. Everywhere I'm ever gonna go, nigga, I can go back. What are you talking about? This shit is, go outside, bro. Touch the people, as I am, every day. So y'all come on, bro, like, address that, bro. Like, are y'all addressing that? Let me see if they're addressing that. Make sure. And if y'all not addressing, I'm going to ignore y'all. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ignore you. Matter of fact, I'm coming and block you. Because you only come over here over the bullshit because that coward, instead of him come over himself, he's probably typing behind. I don't type behind no none of that. Nigga, I want you to know it's me every time. Even if I'm on my other channel, I want you to know it's me because that's what honorable people do. They don't throw rocks and hide their hand, nigga. Come outside. Face me outside like a man. You niggas be talking, bro, keep my name out your fucking mouth, bro. Send your bitch. She might be satisfied, nigga. What's wrong with you? Y'all better leave me alone, bro, because it's not gonna work out. I'm telling y'all. You don't have no motherfucking content. Can't fuck with me on this information, dog. Stop it. It's bullshit. And stop telling people you started some shit you didn't do. Some bullshit. It's disrespectful for motherfuckers. We got comrades not here right now that you don't give a fuck about. Real talk, y'all. So nah, don't do that. This motherfucker ain't never called himself an Aboriginal. What community is he a part of? Answer that question. I'll wait. Because I know which one I'm a part of. Because if you're a part of a community, then you're given to that community. You're a part. That everybody else can vouch for you in the community. No other people in this community can vouch for that. Can we vouch for that, AP?
No, hell no.
Right? So he's still been on my show more than he's been, and Tribe Up more than he's been on his own show, hours wise. Can y'all figure that one out? I never asked him to come on my shit. Bro, you should have never posted that joint, bro. Ain't third eye. What's outside, but you can't show your face. Bro, listen. I'm gonna block up. All right, man. We're gonna get some information, but he gonna watch in the Ganking Zone. So I address that, bro. That's all you gotta do, man. Don't address some on my face, bro. Like, get your bitch. Weird ass dude. Address that, man. You condone that? You condone domestic violence, sir? Hey, Miss Aboriginal Turtle, you condone domestic violence? I just want to know. I just want to know. Y'all, you women, y'all condone domestic violence around here?
Man, we're not about to waste no more time on this conversation.
I just want to know. I just want everybody to know. I just want to know if we ain't the same, because y'all support niggas that do that. So I just want to let y'all know that. So y'all want to be against me. Just know that ain't right and exact. You're gonna have to express that. Please address that. That's all I gotta say. Facial recognition will. Bro, I'm still trying to figure out what my face got to do with anything.
Yeah, that's old news, bro.
Nigga, I never had my face all over the place. I used to be on camera. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, probably type my name in, weirdo, my fucking face.
I don't even be responding. That shit be lies. I don't even be responding to it.
Get the gloves, man. That's all y'all got to do, bro. Keep talking slick. Get the gloves. That's all you got to do.
You know. So I'm trying to build it up, man. I know y'all came for some heat. I'm giving to it. We about to get to it. Just bear with me. It's a special announcement, goddammit.
Sometimes, Chief, you're very bright. Sometimes such an ego has the rails, you Chief. Listen, Garvey Carter. Listen, y'all like weak people. That's the problem. I don't like dishonorable, weak people. Address what I'm saying.
Nobody's trying
address what I'm saying. That's all you got to do is address what I'm saying. Address that. Do we condone these type of behaviors? I'm just saying, are we condoning, dishonorable behaviors? Are we condoning harming our women? Is that what we're doing? I just need to know. Anytime somebody come from me, I have to ask these questions. Like, somebody's come from my integrity, my character. I have to know who. I got to ask that question back, because I don't have that. I protect women and children. There's still people supporting known pedophiles in this motherfucker. Not in this community, but on YouTube. I see it all the time.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's get to it, man. Let's change the frequency. That's how these niggas can do, man. I don't let these niggas play off of me, my energy. I bring my own atmosphere. Niggas say what they want to. They hated on Jesus. And as life continues and as times change, they gonna hate on the goat. They gonna hate on the boat. and they're gonna hate on what a lot of people is saying move. So shout out to everybody in the Aboriginal community, the American Indian community, and the FBA Negro, Black, and Colored community. This is your brother Aboriginal Power, and I come to bring true consciousness, truth, and awareness to who people are and the true first Americans are in America. So I know y'all came for some heat, goddamn. Let's get to it. I'm gonna mute you up, Chief. You got some feedback. Shout out to everybody in the building. We came for some heat. We got some heat. I want y'all to drop a fire emoji in the chat if y'all ready to get to some of this information, man. Aboriginal history of Florida. We're gonna be dealing with some bonus information because I already did a build on Florida. I'm gonna be getting into some bonus information. We're gonna get into some shell mounds, Muslim connection, Garden of Eden, more. We're gonna have this conversation, a broad conversation. So I would like for everybody to hit that like button, drop a fire emoji in the chat, and share the live stream. And let's get a couple people to support the channel as well. Let's get the vibrations right. I want to say peace and love to everybody. I want to put something positive into your memory banks. You guys are amazing people, even through the hardship and through the hard times. Even when things get rough, you guys still remain to keep your humbleness and stay amazing. I appreciate you guys. Keep up the energy. Okay, shout out to everybody. This for all Aboriginal peoples across the planet. No matter what continent, what landmass you're Aboriginal to, I'm speaking to you. All right. Shout out to you guys. All right. So if y'all ready for this Florida information, drop those fire emojis in the chat. Support the channel. Let's get right into it, man. Let's go.
Everybody, another video here for you today, and this is by request. I've had a few different requests for this over different periods of time, but we're going to go down to Florida today. This story comes from Vero Beach, and I can also include a couple other stories that have come out recently. It was right down here in 1915, 1916 that a set of fossilized human remains were discovered in the town of Vero, now called Vero Beach, and they were found in association with some extinct megafauna. So the original thinking was that Vero Man was at least 12 and a half thousand.
So they found the body in Florida, allegedly. That's over 12,000 years old. That was alongside megafauners, some extinct megafauners, which is large animals that was on this continent that are extinct. So, we can go back to the time that these animals was extinct, and I believe they come up with a rough estimate of 12,500 years. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We're about to get into this Florida information.
Along this canal, just south of the Vero Beach.
Y'all support the channel too, man. Support the channel. If y'all don't
one
support
link that will be
nobody,
below Old Vero Ice Age site history. This is a brief history review of Vero Man, or possibly Vero Woman. So they're not quite positive if this is a man or a woman, but here is a cast done of the skull found here in over 100 years ago. Talks about how humans made their way into Florida and how early. There is the Page Ladson site that is about 14,000 years old that is found up in the Panhandle, but it says, in 1913, the Indian River Farms Company was dredging the main relief canal in Vero, Florida, in preparation to handle an expanding population. The workers on this project kept seeing fossilized bones in the walls or banks of the freshly dredged canal. Some of the bones were presented to the state geologist, Dr. E.H. Sellards. Dr. Sellards suggested that they also look for human bones during a visit to the site. And there on the right are some pictures from 105 years ago of the site, the way it looked back then. Some old black and white photos there. It says in 1916, Dr. Sellards, working with a few others, found more human bones in the strata known as the Melbourne strata. The testing that was done later suggests that some of the bones were male and some were female. It was at this time that the finds were published and the controversy begins. You're always going to have some pushback from pre-Clovis dates, that is for sure. We've learned that by now. It says Dr. Sellards believed the humans lived side by side with the extinct late Ice Age mammals, which puts them living in Vero, Florida, over 14,000 years ago. This defied the conventional wisdom of the day, which stated humans were in North America no further back than 6,000 years ago. Now, one gentleman who pushed back against Dr. Sellards' early finds here was a guy by the name of Herdlicka. Here is a pic of him. Who did he work for? He was the Smithsonian curator from 1910 to 1950.
Oh, he was up to no good.
Tried to kind of poo-poo these finds. There on the right are some of the bones found. It says at the main relief canal in Vero. There have been research here as one, and they're not sure if this is a giant sloth bone or a mammoth bone, but here is a carving that pretty clearly depicts a elephant-type species of some sort. Here is a link to that story, first ancient mammoth image discovered in the Americas, and I will leave the link to this story below. It comes from about 10 years ago. Now, here's a story that I found from 3 years ago. It says, Old Vero Man, not as old as originally thought after archaeologists analyzed artifacts. And here is a look where these discoveries were made. But it says, Old Vero Man site tells 13,000-year-old story. There was bison bones here that date back to right before the Younger Dryas started at the end of the Ice Age. But they date the Vero Man now to about around 7,000 years old, based on carbon dating of a projectile point that they associate with the Vero Man that they say is 7,000 years old. So I have a little bit of questions on that dating, but that is the most current thing I could find about this research. Now, I wondered why they couldn't do the radiocarbon testing on the bones, but I think the Wikipedia page here answers that. It says the human bones excavated by Sellards were passed around by various institutions for study. By the time carbon-14 dating the fossils became possible, about 35 years after the discovery of Vero Man, some of the bones have been lost. Others have been rendered unusable for such testing due to the way they have been preserved with chemicals. So that answers that question. Some of these bones found over 100 years ago in Vero, now Vero Beach, Florida, have been lost to time. They just kind of disappeared. So no current carbon dating can be done on them. That's unfortunate. Could some of these bones that were found here, and there was a bunch of them.
How the fuck do a significant archaeological site, one of the rarest things that you find at an archaeological site, which is human bones, how the fuck does they disappear and you not keep up with them? That is weird. That's very suspect to me. Needless to say, man. Let's get right back. Go ahead. Will you say something, Chief?
Well, I wanted to say a couple of things, that these were fossilized bones, correct? And that they said there's over 14,000 years old, which could be 1,000 years, 14,001 years old, or 28,000 years before the Ice Age and all these other things. Y'all understand what I'm saying? When we're talking about fossilization, that takes a long time, man. And then we're talking about the strata that they found these things in. See, once again, you got to get into this actual study, like I have, to know what they're not saying. They're always gonna take the numbers down. They're always gonna say certain things in these articles to. You got to watch them. It's always a sleight of hands. It's always to get you off. They'll throw something on there. Now they're saying 7,000 years based off a projectile. That projectile don't have nothing to do with that fauna and those bones that have been fossilized, Sanchez. Fossilized. It's another way to preserve bones. So they turn into stone. And we broke that down. We broke the science of that down, how bones, how organic matter turns into stone. So I just wanted to point that out. Yeah, and the levels that they found this is older than 14,000 years old.
Yeah, that's just a minimum date. That's just a minimum date.
Right.
So it could go back to 500.
But also we know these are Negroes too, by the way. that were building civilization here in the Americas over 14,000 years ago.
That ain't even enough for the
this to be a fact. Yes, sir.
Date back to the Ice Age. That's possible, but it seems humans were here at the same time on this bone carving of a mastodon or a mammoth. Now, here's a semi-related story from just a few months ago. It says divers discover massive thigh bone from Ice Age mammoth in Florida River. And this is in the Peace River. I believe this is Acadia, Florida, not Vero Beach. Maybe, I don't know, what, about 100 and some miles to the west. But a guy named Derek and Henry here, very excited, shown with their discovery. It says the two friends dive regularly in southwest Florida, and they have previously found mammoth teeth in the river. The same day they found the leg bone, they also found several small fossils from extinct sharks and the tooth of a saber-toothed cat, they told the local news station. Now, here are some tusks found at the Vero site with some strange markings on them. Further proof that Dr. Sellers says that humans and megafauna were living at the same time here at the same site. That is a video on Vero Man, named after the town, present-day Vero Beach. This is the way the discovery site looked back then. I think this is an interesting story.
The same way they came up with the dating for this particular site, y'all, is the same exact way and method with a little more advanced technology that they came up with the Cerruti site. The Cerruti site is the site that we talked about more recent in California, going back 130,000 years with human presence. The same way they did this with the megaformer, the chippings on it, the cooking pits. All that is a form of human activity. Shout out to everybody in the building. We're just getting cooking, man. When we come to the information, y'all haven't missed a thing. We're just getting started.
Hold on, real quick though, too.
Got a lot to get through. We already wasted about an hour.
I know, because I forget. If you remember seeing the carvings of the elephant, right? They said this is the first depiction of the elephant, and we've shown other depictions carved in stone of these elephants. These elephants go back 50,000 years, y'all. Horses and elephants that have been depicted on the walls.
You know what's funny about elephants, Chief? That when we're looking in Florida, and when you go and look up elephants, you think of elephants in the circus, right? And did you know that Ringling's brothers started their whole thing in Florida using these same elephants? We'll get into that on another note. The elephants is a significant factor.
But no radiocarbon dating was done on the bones itself. And what answers could we learn from those? But the dating of Vero Man, at least the new dating in that newest article, was done on an assumption based on how old an arrowhead was. While making this video, I read a couple websites, and I think the discovery site is right down here, right by the airport, right in this area right here. But if you know anything different, please leave it in the comments section. But that is an interesting site right there. Megafauna and more than one species found there. Human bones, no radiocarbon dating.
Bone, no radiocarbon dating done to them. Just letting you guys know. Keep it thorough when you get into this information, man. We're going to get into another information pertaining to Florida as well. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm going to need each one of you guys to thumb up. It's very important for you guys to hit that like button and also support the channel. Let Big Aboriginal Power know that you're enjoying the frequency of this particular build, man. Let's get right into some of the heat that I have lined up for you guys.
Video here for you today. I'm having some coffee, talking in the morning. I will get this uploaded a little later today, but about once a week I like to do a mound builder video, so that way my list might be completed by the year 2035. Today, well, I've talked about mounds, ancient mound sites being way out in the middle of nowhere, also in the middle of neighborhoods. We are going down to Jacksonville, Florida today. This is Colony Cove right here, Newcastle Island. This is Quarantine Island. I guess that's what they call it out here, St. John's River. Right down here, though, there is a mound site right on the shore here, a very impressive mound for Florida. Let's just take a look and do a little reading. Right on the shore of Mill Cove right here, this is the site, what they called Grant's Mound right here. You notice that house right there?
No, let's go back. 12,000 years ago, the ocean line of Florida would not have been where you see it today. It wouldn't have been right here. Hold on, let's go out and extend it a little more. These particular shorelines will not be right here. These shorelines would have been as far as this right here. This could have been an ancient shoreline right here. Just this strip. This would have receded of water. The water would not have been in this particular area. It would have been expanded. This is over floodplain. This is what you call a floodplain, creating a peninsula, creating a dike, creating these particular islands that we see right here.
They call it out here, St. Mounds. Right down here, though, there is a mound site right on the shore here, a very impressive mound for Florida. Let's just take a look and do a little reading. Right on the shore of Mill Cove right here, this is the site, what they called Grant's Mound right here. You notice that house right there is built up higher. Well, this was built on a very impressive mound site here. You can see it right down here coming up. The roof of the house next to it is built into the mound. Here's a website. I will leave the link below. Jack Psycho Geo. He does lost stories from around the Jacksonville area. I found this Dead End at Grant Mound, written by Tim Gilmore here in 2017. As soon as I read this, I knew I'd be sharing. This was a good article. I was very interested. It goes over a lot of stuff. I'm just going to share some of it here, but I will leave the link below. It says the road takes me past large suburban tract houses onto the cul-de-sac, built in centuries of burials. Timucuan Indians raised the earth at this sacred site. I try not to wince at the street sign that warns me this road's a dead ends at Grant Mound. Here's a drawing of the large mound done in 1895 by Clarence Moore. And I might have mentioned him in another Florida video, but he was interested in archaeology back around the turn of the century, back around 1900. It says, though the house stands 3 stories tall, its horizontal emphasis lends it a look of fitting the hill, the bluff, the mound it tops. The brick house beside it tries to bury itself in the hill. Perhaps it's ashamed, it should be. The house burrows into a mound of the dead. Its builders bulldozed and removed human remains and pottery shards and centuries of Indian artifacts and tribal earth for the land for the.
You hear that? The excavators bulldozed it, destroyed it, excavated human remains and other Aboriginal artifacts. They have been destroying and throwing shit out with the rubbish with our ancestral stuff since they have tapped here. This has been a mission. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Y'all heard what he said? Drop a fire emoji if y'all heard that. We'll play it again.
It should be. The house burrows into a mound of the dead. Its builders bulldozed and removed human remains and pottery shards and centuries of Indian artifacts and tribal earth for the land for this ordinary suburban house. You could walk from the top of the burial mound in the backyard of the larger house to the roof of the house built into the burial mound, right down here. It says horror novels and films that use the trope of tribal spirits seeking revenge on houses built on Indian burial grounds comes instantly to mind. Poltergeist, the Amityville Horror, Pet Cemetery are a few of the movies mentioned here, but it's a good thing Clarence Moore made a pretty good drawing of this mound, so we know what once was here. He did this about 135 years ago. In the pestilential and insectile summers of 1894 and 1895, archaeologist Clarence B. Moore dug into the Grant Mound and found numerous human burials. Moore also found objects suggesting trade with different Indian tribes in sophisticated settlements like Cahokia, a pre-Columbian city near St. Louis, and we're all familiar with that, and the Spiral Mound settlement in Oklahoma. From Grant Mound and neighboring Shields Mound, Moore excavated 147 polished stone blades called celts, chipstone tools, shell drinking cups, and pearls and shell beads, and pottery vessels and stone beads, and 2 long-nosed god mascots. I have talked about extensive trade networks in ancient America, but here people in the present-day Jacksonville area doing trade with people in present-day Oklahoma and Cahokia up there by St. Louis. That's pretty impressive. It says Grant's Mound. Copper long-nosed god faces seem to correlate to the mythical figure known as he who wears human heads as earrings, a warrior deity in Ho-Chunk or Winnebago and Iowa tribal cosmology, whom Earthmaker sent to make the earth safe for that creation least likely to survive, human beings. His earrings were living human heads that winked and made comic and grotesque faces when people stared at them, tricksters that caused the wearer to fail his mission. Archaeologists have found these god mascots made 1,000 years ago of bone, shell, and copper in Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Alabama, and other states. 7 pairs have been found around the country, including the copper pair, more found at the Grant Mound. These copper artifacts are very interesting, and copper was found all over these ancient American mound sites. Were they getting their copper from the Lake Superior area? That's a very good question, and I'll have a video on that sometime in the future, I think. It says scholars believe the mascots were manufactured at Cahokia, so their presence at Grant Mound indicates a wide-ranging circuit of trade between tribes across the continent. Here is LiDAR.
Sorry about the ad, you guys.
Of the area here, and here is just the edge, I guess. The only thing remaining of the mound is just this one edge, but here, this is where it existed. It says, far older finds suggest that the Timucuan people were trading materials across the southeast as far back as 4,500 to 5,000 years ago. A half circle of soapstone used to heat water after being heated from a central fire dates to 2,500 to 3,000 BC. Since the nearest source for this material is Soapstone Ridge, southeast of today's Atlanta, it seems that these people were trading across vast distances as early as 5,000 years ago. A guy by the name of Keith Ashley from the...
So niggas from Florida was traveling as far north to Georgia and as far west as Missouri, Cahokia. This is very, very sophisticated science. This shows an interconnection of commerce, of building, of science, of government, of at least tranquility.
University of North Florida wrote a paper, the Mill Cove Complex, and that's the name of this whole grouping of mounds in this one area here. It says, of 1988 archaeological studies at the site, said the area immediately south and southwest of Grant Mound was not inspected due to cul-de-sac construction and landowner refusal, respectively. Mr. Ashley writes, the northern faces of the high sand ridges that front the river are exposed as steep bluffs that in the area rise some 52 feet above the water, referring to the two principal Timucuan Indian archaeological site in what's now called the Mill Cove Complex. I think that the Shields Mound is right down here. It says Keith Ashley is wiry and energetic. He moves rapidly around the lab as he talks. He has a sense of this work being sacred, not in a spiritual sense, but in a human sense. Though the Timucua were wiped out by illness and Spanish acculturation centuries ago, he says he has a great love and respect for the people I study. This is a pretty good article, and I will leave the link below, but that design right there, I've seen that on other mound sites I've done videos on. This right here is an engraved deer bone found right nearby. It says, while it's far from certain what this ancient image might mean, southeastern tribes today
look like the all see it die.
Commonly see existence split into 3 worlds. Ours, the world beneath the water and the sky, held together by 4 cords. Such worlds are frequently represented as eyes. Here are some of the many artifacts that were found at the mound site here. The guy who built here, well, his daughter told the author of this story that he wanted the University of North Florida to do archaeological work at the site because he did not want any bad juju. Her mother said they only found broken pottery bits and that was it up there. But in the lab at the University of North Florida, it is stated and it is well known that he did not want any archaeological work done at all. It says these hills have their secrets. These hills are no mere hills. The tallest natural formations rising from the river, mass ancient forms of human architecture. This was a good one to do for my Ancient America series, Lost History. That's what a lot of these videos are all about.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man. That's enjoying the live stream, man. I want everybody to hit that like button as we continue. We got 138 people in here. I appreciate it. We got a 98 likes. I wish we get a few more people to
Showing
hit
up
the
on the
like button. I wish we can get a few more people to hit the like button and get at least two people to support the channel tonight. If y'all enjoying it, if not, don't worry about it. We're gonna get you some more information.
Hey everybody, I have another video here for you today, and this is by multiple request. We're going to go back to ancient America, and we're going to look at a couple mound pyramid cities in the panhandle of Florida here. This is the Lake Jackson Mounds Archaeological State Park. If we back out here, this is really on the northern fringes of Tallahassee here. Here's the city of Tallahassee. So this is really close by the city here. But what is here, it kind of gets lost in people's minds and their perspective, just because this is all we can see. Here we are down on Street View. It looks like they've done a pretty good job here, creating a park and preserving what was left of the mounds. Here is one of the smaller mounds in the park. Little stairway up here, but let's go take a look at the rest of them here and take a look at what this place used to look like. Here's Atlas Obscura, and I've used them before. They have a good little story here and some pics of the mounds in the park here, different sizes, but some good size ones for Florida mounds, that is for sure. And here's a look up the big mound, up the stairway. That'll give you some idea of scale, but this had definite form and shape before centuries of vegetation and tree growth on it. Here's a wide view, one of the bigger mounds in this area of Florida, not the biggest, so we'll talk about that towards the end of the video here at a different site. Here is a look at one of the mounds in the park. How many are there? Well, we'll take a look at that, but just kind of hidden in the trees here. Here is a map, a drawing of what was in the park here, 7 structures. Some of these are perfectly square pyramid type structures. Corners and angles. There's one round type mound here, one rectangular one, and then one way off here to the north. Any guess at that representation? Here is a look up the big mound here, but these kind of get distorted in our mind's eye just because of what we see today. We see a mound of weeds growing on dirt. That's what we kind of think of. Let's take a look at what this looked like. Now, roughly 1,000 years ago, they were building these pyramid type structures with a flat top at 4 sides that looked very much like a common pyramid does, but they had layers of gravel and stone, and they were built.
Now, mind y'all, we showed earlier how the mounds will often have rooms, chambers, and corridors going somewhat even as far as 52 feet and up under these structures. And I believe all these was very sophisticated mathematics that you would have had in these particular areas. So go ahead, brother Chief. Go ahead, you got it.
I defy anybody to tell me that these mounds or these pyramids that are later left as mounds had flat tops. They were excavated. The capstones were taken off these pyramids. So there's no flat top. That's a lie. And I'm standing on that based off of irrefutable evidence. That's what I'm saying. And I've been teaching this for a while, so I just want everybody to know that. When we're talking that thing, oh, it had this on the top of it, no, that's a lie. They excavated them and they flattened the top of the mounds out. So I just want to point that.
Yeah, that's some dope shit right there. My bad, I stepped away.
On the remains of prior structures, there was posts going in the top of those prior structures, and this was all built with a purpose.
There was stairs, there was ramps with logs here, multiple layers of fill. And then it seemed as these got added on and as time wore on, the chief lived at the top of some of these structures here. This is just an artist's rendition, how he speculates it looked like. But here you see it says intrusive burial. So maybe a culture centuries down the line was burying their dead in something that they considered very sacred because it was very old. But here you can tell these weren't just mounds of dirt. They had some complexity to them. Now here is a copper plate that was found, I believe, in Mound 3. And this has some symbolism in it. This is the falcon.
Now look at this copper plate with this very, very detailed engraving of what you call the falcon god. It later on become Horus in Egypt. We'll talk about that later on in another note. It also becomes the deity Kubaki in New Orleans. You can see him holding this cross-like image. You can see him with the, the sun, and it's a lot of shit going on. But yeah, man, it's a very, very interesting, intriguing copper engravement piece. Now, what would it use for? Your guess is good as mine. But look at the ornamentation and the detail.
Birdman, what he is holding here, something with a cross, this circular object with this above it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on those. But this looks very Mayan, but what is going on down here? Well, who knows? And this was found in a different area of the same mound. They call this the Elder Birdman. And that doesn't look as Mayan as the copper plate before, but certainly has some symbolism maybe of the sun and an elder deity figure. And the different mounds probably had different meanings, but they were all kind of centered in a plaza. Here they have little signs in front of each mound that probably gives you some detailed information. Anybody who has been to this site, I'd like to hear from you. But that is just a brief look in history. Lake Jackson Mounds, maybe built 1,000 to 2,000 years ago. The history here kind of vague. And if anybody's visited here, I'd love to hear from you. I don't know too much about these places. Now, about 18 months ago, I started an Ancient America series where I said I would document all the mound pyramid cities in the ancient United States. Well, was I freaking crazy? Some of these, we're going to go two at a time here, such as today's video. We're going just to the east. This is Letchworth Love Mounds Archaeological State Park. This is just east of Tallahassee here. And I did not know anything about this till I had an email last week. And I always appreciate those. It gets me to do videos like this. And I know a lot of you are very interested in this series. I know a lot of people just concentrate on the Sphinx and the bigger, huger mysteries. But when people don't talk about this, well, they're leaving out a whole chunk of history. Let's go down and look at the big mound here. And there are many mounds in this park, and I'll leave some links below. Now, it seems at Letchworth Love Mound site here, there are smaller mounds that have kind of deteriorated, but there are a few mounds that are bigger, and there is a main mound, and I will leave some links below. But certainly the main mound looked a lot different than it does today. But maybe 1,000 to 2,000 years ago, this is what it looked like. And I call them pyramids.
Motherfucker wouldn't have been no butt naked Corey Mayo, Lotus looking motherfuckers around this motherfucker. They would have been Negroes. Wouldn't have been no honkies running around here, no pale skins with straight hair. No, it would have been our people, Negro people, melanated people, Aboriginal people. Sorry. We just gotta keep it real.
Pyramids because they had stairway, they had corners. A lot of these had four sides perfectly even. And this place was no different. The southern United States was no different than the Yucatan or northern Mexico. We kind of get it distorted thinking about it. Southern United States, northern Mexico in ancient times, it was all the same place, same people, just maybe living slightly different lives. But today, this is what we have. So is the importance lost? Well, it shouldn't be. It says here, at 46 feet, this is Florida's tallest Native American ceremonial earthwork mound, which was built between 1,100 and 1,800 years ago.
However, artifacts and evidence of nearly 12,000 years of human habitation have been found at this site. These sites are very important, and I'm sure as heck going to talk about them. It says this is one of 3 major surviving mound complexes in the Florida Panhandle. It is believed to have been built by the Weeden Island culture between 200 and 800 of the current era. Now, there are smaller mounds at Letchworth Love Park here, but the main mound is definitely the main feature. This is the way it looks today. But back 1,500, 2,000 years ago, this is what it looked like. A thriving United States.
Like, look, we can get a grasp of how huge it is. Look at the stepping going up. I mean, you might not be able to get its full, magnitude of the size, but you can get somewhat of a glimpse. It goes up at a very, nice steep angle and then flat off. It flattens out at the top. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Like I said, this was some bonus information that I had, and I definitely wanted to get to it. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Like I said, we're not done. We're gonna get into a few more things. Let's get into the next particular build that I have lined up for you.
Hey everybody, I have a video here for you today. This is by request. Let's document another.
Shout out to everybody in the building. If y'all can see everything loud and clear on the screen, can I get everybody to drop a fire emoji in the chat? Drop a fire emoji in the chat if y'all can see everything loud and clear. You funny as hell. Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
Ancient America site. Now, I did a video in Florida about a week ago. This is another site. I had a few messages on this. Found a few things that I thought were pretty interesting. This is the Crystal River Archaeological State Park. Here's the site next to a home division here. This was named a historical site in 1970. Seems pretty good. Historical preservation has gone on here. Let's turn this around. Give you a look at what this used to look like. There's a total of 6 major mounds here. And let's just give you a little look what this place used to look like. The site features at least 3 flat-top pyramid mounds, a large plaza, 2 burial mounds, and 3 erect standing stones referred to as stela. The flat-top pyramid mounds are the first such architectural features in Florida and perhaps the entire southeastern United States. And I'm sure there's some debate on that issue. The mound and plaza site plan is the earliest such site plan north of Mexico. The T-shaped flat-top pyramid mound is unique in the U.S., its construction method being most likely of limestone rocks, is rare in the southeastern United States and the first in Florida. The central burial mound, Mound F, is surrounded by a circular embankment of sand, which is called Mound C, which is right here. And does that form a moon with the star in the middle? There's some debate about that. It says the 2 structures form what archaeologists call the main burial complex. Exotic artifacts unearthed from the central burial mound showed a trade connection with the Hopewell civilization of Ohio. The Crystal River site was the southernmost site with such exotic Hopewell artifacts. Another burial mound at the site was Mound G, showed no signs of exotic artifacts. The difference in grave goods suggests one burial mound was for the elites and the others for the commoners. Some of these elite goods included jewelry such as ear flares made from copper, overlaid with silver and meteoric iron. Really? Which helps paint a picture of how the elites of the site adorn themselves. And it says meteoric iron. That's interesting. Here are just a few of the ornaments manufactured from conch shells at the Crystal River site. Here is what they call Stela 2, pretty much blank, but may have been covered in decorations a long time ago. Here is some of the pottery with some very Mayan-looking glyphs on them. Here's a bear tooth, that pottery. Here's a look down from the mound at the waterway here. Here's a look at one of the main platform pyramid mounds. Now, this is Trail of Florida, IndianHeritage.com. I'll leave a link below. Sounds.
I'll take a look at that pyramid. This is pretty steep. And like I said, it's not ironic that they always seem to find their way of putting a platform at the top. If you was to slowly peel back the layers of the dirt, the strata, like an onion, you will find a more complex structure up under this dirt. I'm telling you. It was covered up, not on purpose, but it was covering up, and this gets into the story of Noah, Atlantis, this flood. Usually, when flood happened, you have dumped off, and you have debris build up, and you have soil complexion. You got a lot of things going on. Soil.
This is Trail of Florida Indian Heritage.com. I'll leave a link below. It says visited by up to 10,000 people a year when it was at its peak in history. This is one of the longest continually occupied sites in Florida. A National Historic Landmark, this 61-acre, 6-mound, pre-contact Native American site has burial mounds, temple platform mounds, and a plaza area, and a substantial midden. It says for more than 1,900 years, this site on the Crystal River, with access to the Gulf of Mexico, served as a ceremonial center where people traveled from great distances to celebrate events, bury their dead, and conduct cultural and practical trade. How far back does this site go? It says about 10,000 years ago, the Crystal River area was a home to...
So that particular pyramid that you just seen, that I tell you we need to peel back the layers, go back at least 10,000 years. You heard it here. Pyramid is 10,000 years old in Florida. At least that's a minimum day.
Nomadic hunter and gatherers called, for no better word, Paleo Indians. Nomads are people that travel from place to place in order to find enough food to feed their families. The groups are made up of extended family members or clan groups related by blood that were led by the wisest elder or person who could provide the best leadership for the group. So this site, the dating of human evidence here goes back about 10,000 years. But it says, as the sea level rise began to slow down, stable coastlines.
So the pyramid in the area go back 10,000 at least, and they dating the niggas that was in the area going back at least 10,000 years in Florida.
Developed large shallow grass flats formed and provided a home for many different types of saltwater fish. The saltwater of the Gulf of Mexico.
And indigenous Aboriginal science goes back in Florida at least 10,000 years. The structures go back 10,000 years. Aboriginal history. And they know they wasn't just complacent in one spot. You heard them doing business and travel and commerce and building and going out and burying their deads. And they going out from vast lands from Georgia to Tennessee, Missouri, Kansas, Georgia, Ohio, maybe even Canada and Detroit was down in Florida. Come on, man.
River area was a home to small bands of nomadic hunter and gatherers called, for no better word, Paleo Indians. Nomads are people that travel from place to place in order to find enough food to feed their families. The groups are made up.
Who got put in timeout, you guys? Don't put nobody in timeout tonight. Don't block anyone tonight. It's okay. Snipers, you can put your weapons up. Everybody's friendly. Shout to Yazelle. Everybody's all good in here. Everybody's good.
Of extended family members or clan groups related by blood that were led by the wisest elder or person who could provide the best leadership for the group. So this site, the dating of human evidence here goes back about 10,000 years. But it says, as the sea level rise began to slow down, stable coastlines developed, large shallow grass flats formed and provided a home for many different types of saltwater fish. The saltwater of the Gulf of Mexico mixed with the fresh water flowing from the rivers of the region. When the mix was right about 6,500 years ago, an estuary ecosystem formed, making it possible for many other marine animals to live there. Oysters were a good source of plentiful food growing in the newly emerging estuary. As the estuary emerged, the Native Americans continued to use the marine animals for food. They became settled fisher folk, and by about 2,500 years ago, began to live year-round near Crystal River. Archaeologists have known about this site for over a century. You are looking at Clarence Bloomfield Moore
and he excavated here in 1903, 1906, and 1917. He created the first map of the site. Clarence Bloomfield Moore lived from 1852 to 1936, and he spent 20 years documenting.
This our third time seeing this motherfucking guy with the extravagant mustache. We done seen this guy in quite a few videos dealing with excavation and pertaining to mounds of my ancestral stuff. So yeah, man, we'll keep an eye on him.
And doing research on mound sites in Florida, and many of these sites have been destroyed, and his work is the only research paper done on a lot of these missing, destroyed, lost sites. But it talks about the burials and the artifacts that were found here. It says the burials were accompanied by a rich ceramic inventory, including incised and modeled pottery, tetrapodal and negatively painted vessels, whatever that means, vast quantities of shell and stone plummets, shell dippers, cut shell ornaments, and exotic smoking pipes, green stone celts, sheets of cut mica, and copper conjoined tubes, plates, discs, and ear spools. It said copper tubes. That's pretty strange. Now, not only does the layout of the city and the stone stela and a few other things remind me of a Mayan origin, there was also some good work done here by a Gary Daniels, and he found artifacts here that certainly had Mayan-looking glyphs on them.
Sorry about to add, you guys. Make sure you hit that like button.
Beginning after
we're almost halfway through the rest of this video, man. All right, can we get a few people to hit the like button? Can we get a few people to hit the like button before we end this live stream? Can we get a few people to thumb up the video and support the channel? We haven't had one person support this motherfucker today. I guess ain't nobody rocking with it today. We do got the likes up. We do have the likes up. I do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Let's get it.
Just reading a little bit here, it says the stela, their spatial relationships in the ceremonial deposits are evidence of influences from southeastern Mexico. To the above evidence, I add the possibility that Mayan glyphs and religious symbols appear both on pottery and the landscape, i.e. geoglyphs, at the Crystal River site, further supporting the hypothesis that the Mayans really had a lot to do with this place. Vessel number 1 from the Crystal River site is a highly decorated pot with designs inscribed on both sides of the vessel, as well as the bottom. Archaeologist Clarence B. Moore noted in his 1903 paper, Mound near the Shell Heap, Crystal River, Citrus County, that a design on the bottom of the vessel featured a cross-shaped symbol with 4 circles, each within one of 4 quadrants of the cross. And that certainly has relationship to the Mayan Lamat glyph, which can be seen here in the catalog of hieroglyphics from the Mayan. And this has a relationship to Venus, as this glyph has associated.
And like I said, I don't know if y'all ever seen these particular glyphs. Like I said, I'm gonna put this back on the screen again. If you look on the X on the box that's on the back of the man, you can see that it's an X, which is the same symbol. And if you look on the X, it's 4 dots in representation in that box, just like you see. I just showed y'all the Chickamauga flag as well, which is also a representation of that same X. You see a triangle shapes on each 4 corners. You know, so this is a very utilized symbolic symbol from Aboriginal peoples all over the Americas. You see this being used.
With abundance and fertility, as well as death and rebirth. It has associations with the feathered serpent deity known as Quetzalcoatl to the Mexicans and Kukulkan to the Maya. So a super important glyph, Mayan glyph, found at Crystal River. Here are some more artifacts with Mayan designs on them.
a Mayan flint knife there at the bottom. It says 2 pottery fragments from the Crystal River site appear to represent the Mayan Ek glyph. Ek means star in Mayan, and it also has associations with Venus. For instance, Venus was known as Chak Ek, which translates as the Great Star. And here is the Mayan Ekglyph, which has similarities to that design on that pottery. Now, Gary Daniels, who did the research connecting this to the Mayans, did some great work here, I think. Here is Mound H. What does this represent? Well, here, and Mound H is identical to the Mayan Ikglyph, which you see right here. This represents wind, air, breath of life and spirit, and it has associations with Quetzalcoatl and Kukulkan, and their associations with life, death, and spirit and soul. So that connection, I think, is very cool because the whole mound is set up to represent that, possibly. So that really got me thinking. Here's a video I made about 3 years ago, the Poverty Point Great Earth Pyramid and the Mayan glyph, and it makes me wonder about the shape of the large earthen structure at Poverty Point also. Did this have a Mayan or Olmec connection? I'm wondering. Here is an artifact from Crystal River, a diving god or bird diving into the rising sun. Looks like a hand up above. And here is a drawing of the Mayan diving god with wings. Here is that god close up, descending or diving down. Now, I've been saying since about 2000.
Man, that look like one of the niggas in the movie. Who that look like? Dang, they look just like a brother I've seen in school or something growing up. Everybody done seen a brother that look like him. Dude from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Dude, what was his name with them platform shoes with the fish in it? Yeah, he kind of look like Chris Tucker, DC Young Fly. He like a few brothers.
Or diving down.
Like a comedian too.
Now, I've been saying since about 2015 that there certainly seems to be connections between.
I don't think it was ancient comedians. People in ancient times of antiquity, people that was revered and looked up to and was respected based off of their comedic expression. He like a damn comedian to me.
Between the mound builders and the Mayans, as archaeologists have noted, there were small limestone blocks detected in the mound fill of Mound H, although at this time they do not believe it was part of the structure or foundations. It was just kind of added on limestone blocks. The current belief is that the flat top mound served as a stage for public rituals viewed from the plaza that fronts the mound, but further investigations could, of course, change this view. Now, what is pretty unique about this site is there was 3 large stone stelas found, and one of them up here at the top appears to have a hummingbird etched into it, but these glyphs are fairly controversial. You know, could these be modern? These stela were apparently aligned with the pyramid platform mounds, and they seem to be a significant part of the site. Now, I've shown many stela from Mayan sites from all around Mesoamerica and Mexico, so this is just another connection. And there are theories. Here you see this hummingbird, and of course there's a hummingbird on the desert floor at Nazca. Does that represent a constellation? Well, I will leave a few links below, but there are different theories. There is supposedly a man on this stela, and maybe some constellations or a map of the night sky. But that is all up for debate. I will leave some links below. These were discovered in 1964, and there was some dating presumably done on some stuff found right in and around these, and these appear to be erected maybe around 1,500 years ago. But remember, the earliest burial here comes from about 2000 BC. It says here, located near the central burial complex are carved marker stones called stela. Stela are often found in the Caribbean, South, or Central American sites. It's unusual to find them in North America. At this site, there was at least 4 of these large stone stelas set up by people who lived here in ancient times. When the stones were located in 1964, Bullen did small excavation around them to collect any evidence that might tell the story of how they were used. Some scientists think they may have been used as a solar calendar to show the change of seasons. These unique ceremonial objects are most often associated with the classical Maya, and their stela were considered to be invested with holiness and perhaps even to contain a divine soul-like essence that almost made them living beings. The largest stela on the Crystal River has an outline of a human head and shoulders carved into it on one side. The crude carving showed the person represented had long hair and a plume over at the left shoulder. And here is that stela close up, and you can kind of see a face in there. But once again, that is a little controversial. That is my video on the archaeological site at Crystal River, Florida. This is by Crystal River, Beverly Hills, Citrus Hills, 75 miles north of Tampa. Do we have a Mayan connection? Well, the pyramid city layout, glyphs, the stela, other things, it certainly seems to be a strong connection. Were they descendants of the Mayans? Well,
no, they was all the same people. And with that, man, we end the video right there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the bonus information pertaining to Florida. I will be getting into some more information tomorrow. I don't know where I want to go with it. I might be moving on to St. Louis tomorrow, or Missouri, or Illinois. I don't know where I'm going to go with it tomorrow. I'll let you know. Y'all see the reminder popped up. I did enjoy this. Hopefully you guys did, especially when it pertains to the information. Once we finally got it around to gathering up to it, I just want to say peace and love to each and every one of you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your night. If you guys are still on the West Coast moving around, be safe as well. There's nothing but love for you guys. I want you guys to have that energy. I want y'all to have that peace. I just want to leave that with you. More people invest, and if I was talking negative and arguing, people would be here cash apping, and it would be so many people in here. But listen, man, we're gonna keep it on the positive way. So peace and love to everybody in the building. If you enjoy this, support the channel. Cash App and PayPal information is at the bottom of the screen. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love, man. We out of here. Peace.
See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back, got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God